Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Well, now they'll try the end around, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run. A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be first down, Eagles. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's Blunt. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz completes it to Aguilar. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They'll run with Rawls. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, Rawls. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Shift together here from the D-line. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's got some space here. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. the gun. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Fletcher Cox, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. On second down, Wilson. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Here's John Ryan now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Working from the gun, Wentz. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Wins to throw again. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard at the 14. That one goes for 24 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now Wentz again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now Wentz on third down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They go again with Rawls. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Wilson on first down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Baldwin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They run with a power back, Rawls. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. First down, this is Rawls. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 39. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Back to throw. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And now the spike comes with 15 seconds on the clock. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winner. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, I think it's easy to figure out why they went for 2 there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one. And with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I want to make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it and take some time down.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.